Hello, my name is Aaron, and welcome back to the Retro Gaming Collective. Alright, so I have a little bit of a hodgepodge video for you guys today. If you've been watching my channel, you know that I have been on vacation. I actually just got back yesterday. So for you guys, it's going to be about 3 weeks ago, based on when this video is going to be posted. And I ended up doing some more game hunting along the way home, and a little bit while I've been home already, believe it or not. So I have some things that I want to show you guys. So without further ado, let's dive in and see what we found. So to start, I ended up going to a little thrift store in New Jersey. This is a couple hours away. I was just up there for the day with my family doing some family things. We found this little thrift store, popped in. They had a few different things, nothing crazy. The games were all $5 each, and that's about what they were worth or less. So I ended up leaving everything behind, but it was still cool to see some video games in a thrift store. You just don't get to see that very often anymore. But yeah, that's all I found here. Just wanted to show you guys because it's something different. But yeah, on to the next. Next, you're going to see a small consignment shop. This was actually in Williamsburg, Virginia, when my wife and I and the baby were down there this past week. And we ended up going in this consignment shop. It was for kids and mothers, things like that, and just like baby toys. Of course, every time I go in, I have to peruse the toy aisle, right? But I ended up going in the back. I found some DVDs, and lo and behold, they had some friggin' video games. So, of course, I had to poke through. All of them were between $5 and $8 a piece. Not bad prices. It's about what they were worth, but nothing crazy in there. I did end up finding a game here. I ended up picking up a Sing Party for the Wii U here. It was complete. I ended up doing a case swap for a better game that I picked up last week in one of the last videos. So that one's got a little bit of a crappy case on there right now. But I did a little research on this game, and I'm actually going to let my daughter tell you all about it. So give me 1 second, let me pop her in. What do you think? There you have it. What else needs to be said about Sing Party? On to the next. So on our way home, we ended up passing through Ocean City, Maryland. We ended up staying at the beach. We added a few nights at our Delaware beach on the way home. So the way it worked is we came from Williamsburg, Virginia here, then we drove down a little bit, went up this big, long, crazy bridge. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. It's like 18 miles of bridge and tunnel. We went up through Maryland, and we stopped in Ocean City here on our way to Delaware, where our beach place is. And while I was there, I found a GameStop, and they were having a pretty decent deal. I ended up getting 20% off of any pre-owned games, and I just picked up two. The store was a bit of a mess. You see the dog in the background there. But yeah, the store was a bit of a mess, and getting help in there, getting somebody to ring you up was a little rough. But anyway, I digress. I ended up picking up Mass Effect Legendary Edition for $7.50. And I don't have this. Mass Effect is my favorite series of all time. I've played this on Game Pass, but I know it's not going to be something that I have forever, and I want to be able to access these games, even though I already have them on every system they're available on. But I wanted to be able to add that, and then of course I picked up Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. Now, I've actually never played this game. I love the Uncharted series. I just beat Uncharted 4 for the first time this year. And I've of course beaten all the others in the past, including the Golden Abyss on the Vita. But this will give me something else to try. It's a new game, and I paid $7.50 for it. So all in all, it was like 16 bucks or something like that, 15 bucks for these two games with tax. But two great games to add to the collection. So I'm pleased. Let's see what else we can find. My next stop is actually a store called Yesterday's Fun. Now this one is within 2-3 miles of our beach place, and I've been here before. I love this store. They have a lot of cool stuff. They have toys, Pokemon cards, games, anything you can think of that is nerdy, they got it. So I ended up going in there, and I have been on the hunt for a couple specific toys. And also, you know, I always like to take a look at their games. But when I was in there, I looked at their toys, and I actually found one that I was looking for. I found this Um, I don't even know, it was Bandai made these, and I had them growing up. I have the whole set now. This is the final one that I needed. But this is the White Ranger. He's chrome. It's from 1993, 3, I think. And you just press his little belt here and boom. There he is, White Ranger. So I ended up paying about $8 for this. I'm gonna give you guys some B-roll here so you can see what all of them look like together. You know what it's like when you finally complete a set. It's super cool, right? And then of course, I kind of scan through the video games. They don't ever have a huge selection of games. They have a good amount and they're always kind of priced right where they should be. But I ended up finding a few games here that I was pretty happy to add to the collection. One for the original Xbox and one for the PS2. So first we got a copy of Enclave for the original Xbox here. I ended up paying like $5.75 it says for this game, and Delaware has no tax, so that's a one good thing after all this out-of-state game hunting that I've done. $5.75 here on this one, and that it is complete. It's in good shape. I'm pleased. Just got to take some of these you know, stickers off, but that's easy enough. You know, you do what I do long enough and you start to figure out how you can do that easily. And then we also got Kengo Master of Bushido. I'd never heard of this one, but it ended up being about $6.75 for it. And it also was complete and it's in great shape. I mean, look at this. I don't know if you'll be able to see this on camera, but this bad boy is like minty. Do you see that? Look at that shine. I love it. I love being able to see that. So I ended up grabbing both of those guys, and all of this is going into my collection. Pretty pleased about that. So yeah, I got one more thing that I want to show you guys here. Let me get it all set up and then I'll meet you back here. All right, so final pickup of the day. This one actually was today, and it's nuts, man, nuts. So I ended up going to my usual pawn shop. I go here all the time, and I've developed a bit of a rapport with these guys. They're cool with me, I'm cool with them. They hook me up and I continue to buy stuff from them, like in bulk, in volume, as you've seen. So what I ended up happening here, I don't have any footage of it, but I walked in the store and he said, hey, I'm glad you're here because check this stuff out. He comes out with this boxed Sega Genesis for $2.25, and then a whole bunch of like common Genesis games, and mixed in, this all came from one guy, they said. I saw these two NES games. So I saw Deadly Towers and Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest. And when I picked them up, they had price tags of 10 and 10. This is a $100 game. These games are complete. They are minty. They are beautiful. Look, it's even got the plastic on there. Look at this. Look at this box. Like, it's top notch. And I have this game, but I do not have it boxed. So this is going in the collection. All of this is. That's not all. There's more. Don't worry. But this Deadly Towers, this one is about 40 to 50 bucks or so, and it is very minty. Now, as I'm walking out and getting ready to pay for these guys, they said, hey, we got a couple of boxes. Have you ever played Paperboy? And I said, yeah, you know, I've heard of it. I just picked it up for the N64, but I didn't play the NES ones. He goes, well, we have this box for it if you want that. They have the box, and it's got the manual in here. I don't have the game yet, but I'm going to hold on to this. I ended up paying $5 for this one. $5. It's crazy, right? So this is the best one of the whole lot. They had the original Zelda box here. Now I have Zelda 2 complete in box, but I don't have the original Legend of Zelda in the box. I have the gold cart, so I'm going to add it to this, and this goes for like 180 to 200 bucks when complete. I paid $5 for this box. I mean, and again, it's got everything in here. It's got the manuals. It's even still got this the Nintendo thingy, the little dust sleeve. So I couldn't say no to any of that. I paid $30 for all of this. This is probably like $400 or $500 worth of stuff. I know it's weird. I keep holding it over here, but there it is. I mean, there's a little bit of a crease in this Zelda box here. You can kind of see it, but for $5, you know, and I'm going to add it to my collection. No big deal to me. But that is all that I wanted to show you guys. I'm going to try and do things a little bit differently going forward. I'm taking a little break from my eBay store for a bit, just to give myself kind of this mental rest. It's kind of become a little bit of a part-time job for me. So instead of playing games, I'm typically testing them and wrapping them up to get them to ship, organizing, things like that. And I want to kind of take a month to get back to what's important about this hobby to me, and that is playing the games and enjoying them, making some more videos for you guys, because I haven't been able to do this as much as I'd like. So I'm going to try and just reset and do something a little bit different. Now I have probably 200 to 300 games ready to be traded, and a few consoles and things like that. So in this month, I'm going to use those trades to get me some things, but I'm going to buy them for me. I'm not going to buy them to resell. I'm not going to buy them to make money. I'm going to specifically aim for things to add to my collection the way that I should be doing this. This is just part-time for me. It's fun, and I don't need to make money off of it. I do it so I can buy more games. So I'm just kind of doing a hard reset. Yeah, so that's kind of the way this is going to go for the next month. By the time you see this, I'll be halfway through it. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, that's all I want to talk to you guys about today. Until next time, happy hunting.